In 2016, American diplomats stationed in Havana, Cuba, began experiencing something strange. It started quietly, a sudden pressure in the head, a sharp, piercing sensation. Some described it as a high-pitched sound. Others said it felt like energy moving through their skull. What made it worse was that no one else in the room could hear anything at all. At first, officials thought it was stress, or exhaustion, or coincidence. But then it kept happening. Diplomats reported dizziness, nausea, memory loss, and difficulty concentrating. Some permanently lost their hearing. Others suffered long-term brain injuries. Medical scans showed real physical damage. This wasn't psychological. The U.S. government quietly evacuated affected personnel. Embassies reduced staff, and suddenly an internal incident became an international mystery. The phenomenon was later named the Havana Syndrome. What made the case unsettling was its pattern. The symptoms often appeared suddenly, sometimes in hotel rooms, sometimes in private homes, sometimes late at night. Victims described a feeling of being targeted, as if the sensation followed them when they moved. Soon, similar cases appeared outside Cuba, China, Russia, Germany, Austria, even Washington, D.C. In total, hundreds of government employees and intelligence officers reported identical symptoms. Different locations, different buildings, same experience. So, what could cause it? One theory suggested ultrasonic weapons, devices that emit sound frequencies beyond human hearing, capable of damaging inner ear structures. But there was a problem. Ultrasound does not travel well through walls, and it cannot explain the neurological injuries that doctors observed. Another theory focused on microwave radiation. Certain microwave frequencies can create a sensation of sound inside the human head, a phenomenon known as the Frey effect. In theory, such a device could cause dizziness, pain, and cognitive damage. But no confirmed weapon matching this description has ever been publicly identified, and no physical device was ever found. Other explanations were proposed: environmental toxins, faulty equipment, even mass hysteria. But intelligence agencies dismissed the idea of mass hysteria after neurological damage was confirmed. Something real was happening. In 2022, a U.S. intelligence report concluded that a foreign adversary was unlikely to be responsible. But many victims strongly disagreed. They pointed out that cases often occurred near sensitive diplomatic or intelligence locations. Too precise, too consistent, too targeted. Today, the Havana Syndrome remains officially unexplained. Some victims have recovered. Others will live with permanent injuries. Governments quietly compensate affected personnel. Investigations continue behind closed doors. But the question remains unanswered. If this was not an accident and not a natural phenomenon, then what kind of technology could cause damage without leaving a trace? And more importantly, if it happened once, could it happen again?